everybody. Good evening. I'm Cassady Davidson, owner of Davidson Bike Law. Many of you know my father, Seth Davidson. He's out mountaineering. He's not here. I'm here. So nice to meet you. At some point, all of us in our life ask, who are we? What are we? And I've kind of come to this conclusion myself at some point in my life, but the smart people in the room who created AllClubs said, we are a diversely unified community. And that's how AllClubs LA started. A little bit of a history there. And I think AllClubs grew out of this need that we all realized we all need to be connected and then stay connected, because that's so hard to do. And we all kind of realized that over the past 2 years. I don't need to tell you that. This organization that we are recognizing tonight here listens to that community. How do they listen? Sometimes the community needs bicycles, because that's a basic necessity in many communities. Sometimes that need is food, because during the pandemic we saw people starving, and today we still see people starving. And then sometimes that need is something very personal. We all have our struggles, and it's sometimes hard to say what our need is, but this organization listens to all those needs, and they don't just listen, they deliver. You already know who it is. East Side Riders, come on up. John Jones, everyone.
So, my name is John Jones. I'm the co-founder and president of East Side Riders Bike Club. We are a nonprofit organization in the Watts community and now in Compton. We are trying to do things and introduce kids to the sport of cycling. It's probably not a traditional way to get kids out, but we are taking what we know. Me as a grown man getting involved in cycling at 28, was able to look back at the bike and see that it was treated as a toy in our community, and that we needed to do more in our community to get more people out on the streets and riding bikes, helmets on heads, lines painted on the ground, and trying to make it safer for people in our communities to get to and from work, to and from the store, and to and from school. And that was the first thing that we thought about. Another thing we thought about was feeding people. When we first started our organization, before we was a nonprofit organization, before we was even, I think, looked at as a group, we had family and friends get together, and we rode around Watts and found all of our houseless brothers and sisters and fed them. We made sack lunches and fed each and every one of them on the streets. We went through the canals, we went through the back streets, we went through the alleyways, and we fed people. Today we continue to do that. Just today, this morning, we was out feeding the hungry in the community, and now the new community that we call home, Compton. It's a little different. It's like starting all over, looking for all of the homeless encampments, and it's so many. But people in the homeless encampments are a little standoffish because they don't know who you are. They're afraid that you're there to get information to report them. And all we're trying to do is give them a meal. We recognize that through getting kids involved on bikes and riding through the communities and showing them how to give back to others, by cycling, we're giving them tools for life. The tools that they can use anytime in their lifetime. So now, what we're trying to do at Eastside Riders is continue to just make sure that everyone understands that cycling is a sport, and that we all can do it. We continue to do it every day. Thank you guys for this opportunity. We appreciate it, and thank you to Ken. Thank you to the Davidson Law. Thank you to Bahati, my wife. And all my friends that I met along the way. We hope that you guys can get more involved, and not only here, but in the world where, you know, it's regular folks learning how to ride bikes and riding bikes through the community, and so they can get on the level of competing on in the cycling world and as a sport. Thank you, Cedric, as well. Cedric, my man.